put on those jerseys tonight? I mean, obviously, you and Draymond and some of the guys who have really spent a lot of time, embracing the city of Oakland have kind of mentioned what the town has meant to you guys, but can you kind of describe what that meant to pay homage to the city tonight?
It meant everything. Full circle moment. The court was amazing. The jerseys were amazing. You just get a different feel when you put that on. There's no secret about that, especially, with my experience, 12 years later, rocking those colors. So it's nice to obviously play well, get a win, have a lot of good vibes tonight, but it's an awesome just vibe of representing Oakland, the town, what that era of Warrior basketball was, our 3 championships, and just the soul of a city that supported us. So meant a lot.
Hey Steph, Steve Kerr and Greg Popovich have been 2 of the most outspoken coaches in the league on social justice and politics over the last 4 years. What has that meant to you for those guys to be outspoken in that sense?
It's just leadership at the highest form. Understanding they have very strong perspectives and point of views on life and society, humanity. Obviously, families with service backgrounds, military backgrounds, and not afraid to use their platforms and be allies at the highest level. So it not only is it just the way that they approach it, but players that play for them, they have a very cerebral approach to how do you balance the life that we live, but also our place in society, and us being able to have those type of conversations and challenge and hold ourselves accountable, not just to put the ball in the basket, but to be good human beings and stand for something. So I think it means a lot.
I like that. Carlos Ramirez, NBC Bay Area and Telemundo. Go ahead. Ladies first.
Carlos, sorry. Thank you. Steph, sorry about that. Along those lines, following up on Melissa, we saw the video that you guys did with Kamala Harris, and how meaningful also was wearing those Oakland jerseys today on Inauguration Day when she was sworn in. And also considering you guys were the one of the teams that didn't want to go to the White House as champions, how much of a new era is this today, and maybe that changes now?
No, it definitely changes, but it's about progress and decency, and I think today was obviously a day of hope, and looking at the future. We know nothing's just changing overnight, but there's just a different sense of positivity and again, just decency. And I think we all understand there's a lot of work to do across the board, but the office of the presidency taking a step in the right direction, in my opinion. I know, like you said, we didn't go to the White House in 17 and 18, and there's talk about whoever or the Lakers going, this year. But today was a great day all the way around, and to represent, the Oakland jerseys. Obviously, Kamala being a daughter of Oakland, as she calls herself, and putting that jersey up in her office. It's pretty crazy, and happy to be a small part of that celebration.
What worked for the starting lineup today?
Our defense was solid. We made them take tough shots. We finally rebounded the basketball across the board, and just made things easy on ourselves in that respect. Those 2 things obviously get yourself some momentum, and the Spurs are a very disciplined team in terms of they don't ever beat themselves, and so you can't just give them easy looks on offense. And we were just making them take tough jump shots, and if you do that over the course of a full quarter, then that definitely will get us, opportunities to push and transition, get easy baskets. Wise was amazing, showing his presence in the paint. Draymond had amazing energy on both ends of the floor, playmaking and creating, and we gave ourselves a lot of momentum early, and that's what we're capable of doing, what we're trying to get to, and got to put a couple these games together, like we say.
There was a pick and roll stuff that James slipped. He didn't stay there. He saw a double team coming up quick, and he just slipped, and you found him for and one. What's the biggest adjustment you've seen him made as a screener and as a roller to the basket?
Decisiveness. We're trying to keep things as. He has a lot to learn, but trying to keep things as simple as possible so that he's the most effective as he learns. So, like you said, just be able to see the play, know that if he's setting a ball screen, go set it and roll. If you set an off-ball screen or a pin down, go set it and find your space underneath the basket. So, being able to see those pictures and not feel like he's a fish out of water, just not know where to go, that helps him be a huge presence on the offensive end. And you saw we got a couple lobs as well. He was playing behind the defense, so he did a lot of great things.
Have you been very complimentary of his confidence level since he got here? How does where his confidence is at now compared to rookies or younger players that you played with in the past there?
It's right up there with the ones that just have that it factor and that will to be great and put the time and the work in. Obviously, it comes with a sense of expectation around playing for us and being a second draft pick. So it's a little. I haven't been around many of those rookies in terms of our organization, but you have those guys that show up every day, are consistent. Like I said, put the work in. Aren't afraid of the moment and ask all the right questions and are trying to figure it out. You can't really fake that, and we see that in him, and it's just about the journey now, and every day trying to take a step in the right direction. You have games like LA, have games like tonight. You got to stay even keeled through both of them and keep it moving.
As a dad with 3 daughters, what did it mean to you to watch Kamala Harris be sworn in today? It was a huge day for women and women of color. I know your girls are young, but just, how could this impact them? And have you talked about it at all? And what did it mean to your family?
Only 2 daughters, but for both my 2 daughters and my son, they were all watching the inauguration this morning. Obviously, we did. Me and my wife did a video for the DNC, and it was nice to just ask them questions about, what is the expectation of a president and a vice president, and what does it mean for them to see, the first VP, elect at the time, coming into office and breaking barriers, and for them to just have that visual. Like, we talk about progress in our society and what we're striving for, but when you see that, you can't. That's the best teaching lesson and the best sense of hope and inspiration, and that message that they can't accomplish anything, and then this world is ready for them to do so. So. Means a lot, and it was nice to have that moment this morning, the whole family watching the inauguration and just being able to smile.
I have a basketball question, but first, can Cannon pronounce Kamala? Does he say
I'm gonna find out in the morning when I get home. Not yet. I'm gonna teach him that though. He's got Euro step and not Kamala. That's messed up.
Steve said this was the best two-way game of the season. Did it feel that way for you too? And do you guys feel like your identity is coming together maybe even a little sooner than you anticipated?
I think tonight was just a sign of maturity in terms of we obviously didn't play well in the first half of the LA game. We played well in the second half and then carried that momentum into tonight's game. And we always talk about the good teams can show it from time to time. But when you're working towards being a great team, you have sustained excellence on both ends of the floor. Tonight was that. Like I said, we made it easy on ourselves by making them work on the offensive end for them and making them take tough shots, rebounding, and then that's when you get the best flow. That you turn stops into easy possessions, and you build a lead early, and everybody's feeling good, jumping around. The energy's great, so that means a lot. So we got to again bottle that up, back to back, bring it tomorrow, and protect our home court as we try to string some wins together, early in the season.
Stephen, you've played with Wiggs now for a little while. What have you learned about him at both ends of the court since you've been playing with him on a regular basis now?
I mean, he's more than capable as two-way Wiggs, as we call him now, and just being able to make his presence felt. I think he really cares about the defensive end, and being with us, he's able to kind of show it night after night, and there's an expectation of it now, but he's proven that he can definitely make an impact on that end of the floor, guarding the ball, off the ball, whatever it is, and then offensively, he's consistent in terms of knowing exactly where he's going to get his looks and putting pressure on the defense, getting downhill. He's obviously making his open threes. He's made some really big plays. The Clipper game, he's stepped up, and in the Detroit game, he basically won it for us in the fourth quarter. So he's shown that he's ready for those type of moments. And I think his confidence is only getting better in terms of what he's asked to do and how he can help us win games. So, you love to see that.
Wardell, why is Kelly so good at putback dunks?
Freak athlete, but he's got a great eye for the timing of it, and you can jump that high, and you're looking for those opportunities, then good things happen. So he makes it look really good, though. I will say that he makes it look really good.
Can we expect you to get in on this a little bit?
On the celebration, or yeah, I definitely no. I mean, on my boys Fisher Price hoop at the house. That's about it.
I don't know. You end every workout with a oop, so that's kind of like a putback dunk.
If that counts, then yeah.
Steph, we saw the We Believe Curry flow coming soon. Did you have any input on those?
No, I got some great designers that put that together. So. Power in the team, but they obviously killed it. I can't wait to put those on and share them with the world.
Do those dunks do anything for you guys when Kelly is coming through and cocking it back like that in traffic?
I mean, it's always just great energy. It's weird now because the bench is so separated and everybody's in different spots. Like you celebrate and you look around, and ain't nobody around you. So it's a different vibe than everybody shoulder to shoulder on the bench and everybody pushing on each other, having a good time. But we still enjoy it, and obviously in a game like tonight, it just keeps the momentum going. The one in Brooklyn was great. It was the beginning of the season. We thought that was going to turn up the volume for us, and then obviously it didn't happen. So just a matter of the context. But for him, it means he's engaged and doing his thing. So that's always a good sign.
Where's he rank on the as far as bounce you play with? Is he up there?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know my power. I got to think about my power rankings of bounciest warrior I've played with. I don't know. That's a good.
Kiwi Gardner? Did he put that count?
Who? Oh, Kiwi? Yeah. Absolutely. I played with him. I ain't never played with him though. I played with him in Santa Cruz when I got sent down that day. But other than that, he definitely would be up there. That might be a story you need to write, Marcus, about top 5 bounciest warriors since 2009.